Welcome once again to UUPN. Today we will be talking about, once again, the Where's Waldo Bandit bank robber guy from Portland, who I did an interview on last season, who pretty much went through a lot of pain and suffering, to get where he is now, which is nowhere. Anyway, so I also have news clips about his, arrest and his family's involvement with his arrest, which is something that is a big shame in society where families where they're wealthy or, pretty much privileged, let their kids out into society to ruin everything for the rest of us. They should spend more time trying to understand their relatives and give them the help they need if they believe they're mentally ill or whatnot. And so I believe that to be a perfect society, all people in society need to work to try to help the ones that they love or care for before they try to reach out and help people that they don't even know. And so, with that being said, I like to talk about a lovely drink, alcoholic beverage I found. It's called Ace. Ace is a cider, an alcoholic cider that is just lovely. It just tastes good, smooth going down. It doesn't have that nasty bitter flavor like that piss water stuff or that nasty rock gut malt liquor. It won't give you a fucked up hangover, and at the same time, it's just lovely, and the women will love it, and they will want you to give them more and more. Ace is the alcohol of the future. Ace Cider, which is brought to you by Premium Craft Ciders. It's a family owned brewing company. They have many different selections of lovely ciders made from all different types of fruit flavors. Like I said before, it is an organic drink for vegans, gluten free, as well as no sugars added, besides the saturated sugars that come directly from the fruit. And they have many different fruit selections. I personally prefer the pineapple ace drink as well as the mango and the pear. They all taste very lovely to the mouth, sweet, smooth, and doesn't have that horrible bitter taste that you get from beer. Ace has lovely events where they give you a free tasting on each beverage that they create, letting you try a number of different things. They also talk about forms of partnerships with them, as well as having a tasting room where you can get into their alcoholic beverages. Each beverage has a lovely percentage that doesn't get you too wasted. Their tasting room events are seen here on the website to let you know exactly what it is they got going on and where their events are happening. Ace is a lovely drink that you would like to have with your friends. Now, maybe you might say, is it one of those drinks that are girly drinks? Like the Mike's Hard Lemonade or whatnot. And I say, no. After a while, you get tired of the flavor of Mike's Hard Lemonade. You get tired of the flavors of most of these drinks. But Ace has a lovely clothing line, shopping area. If you become interested, you can buy a variety of different things accessorized with the alcohol itself to show your patriotism towards Ace or your loyalty, if you will. They have many different shirts, hats, jackets, and lots of other little items that will come together perfectly with your lovely selections. You can go to your swag part and get playing cards, bottle cap openers, all kinds of little snuggy things for your booze and things like that. Also, they have a very good variety of how to take the alcohol from the cider, I should say, and mix it in a lovely cocktail. These cocktails can be used with any form of alcohol, and the best part about it is on the website they show you step by step how to mix each flavor of cider along with your favorite hard alcohol beverage. And the girls would love it. The women will just love this lovely flavor blend mixed with their vodka or gin and just swirl it around in their mouth using their tongue to absorb each flavor of essence of the liquid moisture that overwhelms their taste buds. And if the girls are happy, the guys are happy too. So, if I was you, I would rush to a supermarket and go and buy this lovely Ace brand and check out their website and learn more about their unique beverages. For I think there's nothing better than this. I like to also say it's better than some of those drinks that the lesbians have. Those White Claws. They're completely horrible. Many different colored flavors, but none of them can beat Ace. Ace is the one and only true fruit drinks, alcoholic beverage drinks that are the choosings of professional, wealthy people of meats and chickens. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Just go and check out their website. Welcome back to UUPN. I'd like to say Ace is the best damn drink I drink nowadays. Nothing is better than Ace cider. Nothing better than this. Oh, except for Southern Comfort. Southern Comfort has a warm feeling that you can bring home to your woman and sit back and sip on it and twirl it around and smell it like a douchebag. And then it just warms your whole body up with goodness and passion and ecstasy. Yes. You want to just give it to your woman. You just want to give it to her. Nice and warm. Deep. Way deep down in the underground. You know what I'm saying? So, some Southern Comfort. Maybe try it with a little bit of Ace. Anyway, so we're talking about the Where's Waldo bank robber bandit guy. Now, I said just a minute ago, a little while ago, nano click ago, that the Where's Waldo bank robber guy from Portland did an interview with me, and he, had some concern. Now, I met him at the Clark Center, and at the Clark Center, he was in a bad way. You see, what makes me mad about society is this: they incarcerate people for years, years. You understand? And then they get out and they give certain luxuries to certain inmates. Certain inmates get to be in the Ritz or the Hilton or whatnot, while other ones end up in the homeless shelter with the homeless people. And it drives them crazy. And they end up going back to jail because they got to fight to survive. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like taking the nut house in the jailhouse and putting them both in the po house. That's some fucked up shit. So we need to come up with some new ways and new shelter for incarcerated, entering society people to where they don't have to interact with people who choose to be ignorant on purpose, dumb on purpose, willingly ignorant, scoffers or whatnot. Anyway, the other issue is that there's a video, a news clip with his brother who pretty much, he shames his brother. He doesn't have the love for his own brother. And so it's like that story, kind of, like I said, wealthy people that kick their family out. Why are you doing this? You should be bringing them back into the fold and be happy to bring them back into the fold. You should not let them fall astray or become a victim to anything. But this guy, you'll see. I'm not going to ruin it, but it's kind of like the prodigal son. Okay, his son wants to get his inheritance. His dad has like tons of land, people working for him. He has all kinds of cattle and sheep and stuff. And his son's like, man, forget this. I'm gonna get out of here, man. I want my inheritance now. Right? And the dad's like, okay, here you go, son. You can have your inheritance. And the little brother's like, what the fuck? He getting his inheritance now? Right? And so he takes off. He gets a bunch of prostitutes and whores. And, they party all night, have a big orgy, and a lot of alcoholic beverages, okay? Tons of boobies and music and booze. And then he loses all his money, the hoes go away, and he has to go dig shit out of a pig farm. And so he's tired of this job. So he's going back home to his father. And his dad sees him like, hey, what's happening, man? Come on, somebody go get a cow. We have to have a feast. Get this guy a cow, give him this giant ring that he can't even wear on his hand. And then his little brother's like, man, why he coming back? Why you give him a cow and a giant ring? And you give him money for whores. Okay, you ain't give me no money for whores and giant rings. And he said, because the seeds of the son of the father in, wait a minute, how does that go again? My son. Never mind. Anyway, where's Waldo, Bandit, bank robber guy? What is it you feel about Portland?
I feel that Portland's changed a lot in the last 10 years.
In what aspects?
Good ways and bad ways. And I know that sounds vague, but I just got out of prison from doing 8.5 years. And the Portland I remember wasn't as grimy as it is now. Right now, this is a grimy city.
How do you feel about the housing situation?
I feel the housing situation sucks. People, one inherent right of all human beings is having shelter and food.
And it factor.
And I believe if you let your fellow man live like animals in the street, that says a lot about your society. It's not a good society.
With that being said, what is the problems you see in society?
Drug addiction, homelessness, adequate medical care, drugs. I keep going back to drugs because I'm a drug addict. I'm also a bank robber. So I've tasted everything. I've tasted the crime life and the drug life. And all I want now is peace.
Do you see a big change in your life dealing with drugs and
and crime, and like, do you think that you had a unfair advantage to begin with to get you down that path, or did you just feel like
My, my,
society's to blame?
not to go too in depth about it, but my father injected heroin into me when I was 16 years old.
Oh shit.
So I don't think I had a chance, really, from the get-go.
So it was bad from the jump and so.
It was bad. And nowadays, I'm on the straight and narrow path. I'm trying to better myself. I'm trying to help myself the most I can, and I think the best way I can do that is by helping my fellow man.
So what are the problems you see that you would want to fix in the city? And better yet, what's the outrage that you have mostly about what's going on? And
Don't get me wrong, this is a beautiful city. It's got its transportation system, it's got its wacky personalities, but I think the best thing for Portland at this point is to do away with free pot, or legalized pot, because it draws in people from all over the country for the wrong reasons.
right.
Making the rent skyrocket. We can't afford it. I'm Portland born.
Yeah.
I'm from Portland. I was born here. I was raised here. And I don't like seeing people from California buy up land and price gouge rent for people that were born here.
Yeah, it's the rich getting richer, and
The rich are getting richer and the poor are getting poor. And there's only two classes right now, low and high.
and paycheck to paycheck.
We're discovering right now that the middle class is going the way of the no-no.
Yep. So do you see America turn into a second-rate country?
It'll never be a second-rate country. It'll just be a country that doesn't believe in itself. We're the greatest country in the world, and we're doing away with the things that make it the greatest country in the world. The fact that you can come here and give us you're tired, you're poor. It's changing, and fucking Trump isn't helping matters.
Hell no. So what's the main thing you would want people to know about, not just in Portland, but in the world?
That there's good people still left in it. Or at least people that are trying to be good.
That's the, you want to pretty much give awareness to people that are still good, and make people realize that there's not all bad people. So pretty much don't pass judgment on people unless you know who they are.
Don't judge,
Right.
lest you be judged. I think the best solution right now is to help your fellow man. Help an old lady cross the street. Help a homeless guy with a cigarette. Give the guy money, even if he's going to buy liquor for it, because you don't know what he's been through today.
Right.
And if you can't do that, then I don't know what good are you. Everyone should be helping their fellow man.
I agree.
So, the words Waldo bank robber Ryan Holmesley had a strong message to say there, and I strongly agree with it. It's half the reason why I decided to make this channel and this show. Was trying to find a way to reach out to people and help them, to give a voice to the people, so they won't be able to hold back things that, people hold their whole lives and never be able to say, because people always trying to give them lip and tell them some shit, and or just things. They just want to reach out and shake a hand and make a friend. And he makes a good point too when it comes to the housing situation in Portland. It's just outrageous. Uh, the weed did bring a lot of people up here, as well as a lot of other things. And Californians do run around here with attitudes, making it a chaotic place as they buy up everything and turn Portland into New York slowly by slowly. As well as the crazy homeless people that get free tickets here to just lay around all day and destroy the city and shit and defecate everywhere. And, it's just outrageous. But, as you also heard, he had a traumatic family incident with his father. I remember when I was talking to him or we had a conversation about his brother owing him money or wouldn't give him money and some kind of call because, he had problems with his family. I didn't understand at the time what he was talking about because I'm like, hey, da, 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 until I started doing research for these shows. And I realized that his brother is a complete dick. Plus, his brother's pork chop from UKUFO. And I was like, wow, because back in the 90s or early 2000s, he hosted the heavy metal thing at night or whatever. And so I was surprised when I researched that and I was like, holy shit. So anyway, but his brother's a dick. So check out this video and I'll get back to you.
Tonight we are hearing from the brother of the Where's Waldo bandit. Police say that bandit robbed a Tualatin bank and left a fake bomb behind. Good evening, I'm Anna Canzano. K2's Joe Ranieri joins us with more on this. And Joe, this brother actually told the FBI where they should be looking for him?
That's right. Noah Holmesley told the FBI to look at area hospitals to find his brother, and that is exactly where they found him on Friday. Now, Holmesley, who's working on KUFO's morning show, was pleading for Ryan, who's been battling a drug addiction the last few years, to turn himself in over the air. But it only took a few days for authorities to track Ryan down at a hospital, a Eugene hospital, according to Noah. Noah says his brother is diabetic and has been known to let his insulin levels get dangerously low, so he has to be admitted to the emergency room. Well, it's once inside the hospital is when Noah says Ryan tries to take advantage of the system.
And really try to manipulate the situation to get more prescription drugs, just from, knowing him and what I've been told.
Holmesley says he was shocked to learn that his brother was the one who robbed the bank last week, but he says he hopes this will be the turning point in his life that makes him realize he needs to get some help. Now, Noah has no idea how Ryan was able to get down into the Eugene area. I called the FBI to get an update on his condition, and so far, we haven't heard back from them. In the newsroom, Joe Ranieri, K2 News.
You gotta wonder if Noah's gonna be getting that reward. Joe, thank you.
So, as you just seen on the news report, the brother says that he was using the whole thing to use the system to get medical drugs, as well as you hear the news reporter say, I hope he gets some reward money. And it's kind of bad to have family put their business out there in the public. I think anybody that does this is retarded. I think it's stupid. I hate when you see celebrities do it. And I hate people who's all obsessed with the celebrity's personal life. It makes no damn sense. Leave them people alone. They done did some crap that you liked. It really isn't that important. And, you know what I mean? Just be real, So, yeah, the Where's Waldo Bandit did a lot of shit to get attention. Why'd he do this shit? Because he was fucking a bandit. Okay? And yes, he does have a strong problem with, diabetes. I've seen it firsthand. He gets really fucking, damn, like you're about to collapse. And it's just all bad. So we need people to help monitor people with these type of illnesses and try to change things up a bit. Maybe healthcare situation could change a little bit better if they weren't putting money in things that were irrelevant and not really a priority to regular people. I'll explain that more in another episode. But once again, here's the next clip of the situation with the Where's Waldo Bandit.
Accused bank robber is bragging about his crime on Facebook and getting his well-known brother even more notoriety. The case of the man called the Where's Waldo Bandit because of that outfit is taking some very strange turns tonight. Good evening. Thanks for being with us, everybody. I'm Steve Dunn.
And I'm Deborah Knapp. First on two, a family's plea to an accused bank robber. Turn yourself in.
On your side, investigator Dan Tilkin live now at the Key Bank near Bridgeport Village where this all began on Tuesday. Dan, go ahead.
Right, that's when a man who looks like the children's book character Where's Waldo walked into this key bank here on Tuesday carrying a fake bomb. Now it appears he's embracing that Where's Waldo moniker on his Facebook page while he's still on the run from the FBI. And his brother, who a lot of people listen to on the radio every morning, says that drugs are behind these actions, which includes a recent arrest for stealing women's underwear.
I knew right when I saw the surveillance photo that it was him.
And Noah Holmesley is known to listeners of KUFO's morning show as Pork Chop, and his brother Ryan appears to have changed his own Facebook profile picture to the bank surveillance photo of the Where's Waldo Bandit. Ryan's status changed late last night, saying, "I'm now a bank robber."
It makes me wonder, him knowing that I'm on the radio, if he knew this would blow up even more, if I found out and went on and talked about it.
Ryan's Facebook page also says, "This is the song I hear in my head when I did it," referring to a pop song about robbing banks. Ryan left his brother a voicemail just yesterday. But Noah says Ryan's battled drug addiction and diabetes. And this mugshot was taken earlier this month when Ryan turned himself in, accused of stealing a pair of women's underwear, putting them on in a changing room, and leaving the department store. In this picture, he's wearing those same glasses and hairstyle people at Julia West House homeless shelter have become accustomed to seeing, while being on guard about his behavior. Something dangerous?
No, just unpleasant. An attitude, a disrespectful interaction.
I am worried about his health.
Yeah, of course. That's your brother. That's your blood.
It would be great if you could think of me and tell me where you're at so I can tell the police so I get the reward money.
Right.
Now, you may be wondering about his attitude there, but Noah Holmesley says that Ryan has burned a lot of bridges, taken advantage of a lot of people and family members who have tried to help him throughout the years. Now, the FBI is offering a $1,000 reward in this case. In Tiger, Dan Tilkin, K2 News.
Hopefully he will step forward, turn himself in. Dan, thank you, sir.
So, welcome back again. I know I keep saying that, but okay, touch on a couple issues. One, this man did a lot of crazy shit. But once again, it's to get attention, to help with his illness, as well as his drug habits and other crazy shit. But at the same time, his brother, as you can see, what he said about getting reward money and his attitude, if you pay attention to the way he looks and things, he's a very hateful person. And because of this, karma bit him on the ass back then, and he got kicked off KUFO for, if I remember right, saying racial slurs during a little broadcast. Him and some guy was making fun. They both got kicked off. I forget the name of their little crew. It was Pork Chop and somebody, but they were saying that his brother got notoriety, made him more famous. But reality, nobody remembers who the hell Pork Chop from KUFO is. Everybody knows who the hell the Where's Waldo Bandit is. So regardless of who has the money, the one that did the action got more of the fame. Also read that Facebook thing. There was a lot more to it than just I'm a bank robber now. It was a conversation between him and a couple friends who were concerned about him and asking him questions about his medical situation and other things about his health. And he's like, I don't care, I'm a bank robber now, type of thing. He felt stupid or whatever. It's gone now because he erased it like last year or so. But trust me, there's always two sides to a story. But the sickening part about it was that his family went on the news and did this and made both of them look bad. Really, it's like if you're talking about getting money for a person and all this crap about them, it's just wrong. So that's why you need to keep your family business protected, because you don't know who the true enemy is. And even if your family's your enemy, then you need to find a way to eliminate that negativity in your life. So, with that being said, this is Shelby. Catch you later with another UUPN. Oh, peace be with you all.